For many blind and visually impaired men and women, life can be a challenge. When they face additional disabilities, such as brain injuries, deafness, cerebral palsy, or learning disabilities, their lives become even more complicated. There's a good chance that these individuals won't get to participate fully in community life. They might even be excluded from society altogether. Often they are completely dependent on well-meaning but overprotective families. Ultimately, there's a strong likelihood that they will end up in institutions at taxpayer expense. At the Florida Alliance Conklin Center for the Blind in Daytona Beach, we believe that this neglected segment of humanity deserves a better life. Since 1979, we have been committed to helping these individuals overcome the challenges they face and achieve the independence they desire. Through our Hands Over Hands educational programs, our students gain the skills they need to live independently, often for the first time in their lives. They learn about job opportunities and enter the workforce. It's a unique environment staffed by dedicated people. Most of our students are in their late teens and early 20s. When they come to the Conklin Center for evaluation, potential students go through an intensive assessment process to determine what skills and abilities they already possess. At the end of this period, students are prepared to follow an individualized educational program that will lead them to a level of independence and self-confidence that they might never have felt before. When this goal is achieved, our graduates are able to live independently as gainfully employed, tax-paying citizens. Their sense of accomplishment is profound. Since our mission is to put our students to work, we do everything we can to help them figure out what they like to do best, and then assist them as they get ready for the workforce. In vocational classes, our students get to explore different kinds of occupations. Most of the time, they begin to work while they are living at the Conklin Center and start to save money for the future. Under the guidance of our job and living coaches, students at the Conklin Center learn strategies to deal with daily living. They acquire and refine skills for grooming and hygiene, shopping, cooking, cleaning, household management, safety, security, and travel around the community. Once our students learn basic living and job skills, they're ready for the next step down the road to independence. Working with the Conklin Center's employment specialists and job coaches, they can go out and interview for a position. When students begin work, one of our job coaches is right there to help them learn what's expected of them. As the students gain confidence, the job coaches gradually fade into the background. Today, scores of graduates of the Florida Alliance Conklin Center for the Blind are achieving their goals and fulfilling their dreams. Employers are pleased to have these highly motivated, energetic, and dependable men and women on their teams. They find that Conklin graduates match and sometimes surpass the performance of employees without disabilities. All of our graduates earn the same wages as their non-disabled co-workers. Because of our extensive experience in preparing students for the workplace, many employers routinely look to the center as a source of pre-screened workers who are ready to contribute to their businesses. As our students take on more and more responsibility for their lives outside the center, they travel to and from their jobs and get used to moving around the community. Soon they're ready to find a place of their own. One of the happiest days in each student's life is the day he or she moves into a new home. Many never imagined this day would come. It's a time of joy and accomplishment, but it's also a little scary. Our counselors and specialists spend a great deal of time with them as they settle in, then gradually step back as the students become more comfortable with their new surroundings. Graduation day at the Conklin Center is incredibly satisfying for our students, their families, and our dedicated staff. We get to know our students very well during the months they spend with us at the Conklin Center. The Conklin Center is the first and only blindness agency in the entire United States that is dedicated to providing coordinated community-based vocational and independent living services to this population. The Conklin Center faces continuing challenges. After graduation, follow-along services continue. You can share the joy we feel as our students take control of their lives. With your help, we can empower even more the deserving men and women who come to us to achieve richer and more fulfilling lives.